For your consideration and review on, and the next item that I would have would be a closed session. We have the need for 2 closed sessions tonight, one for attorney-client privilege and one for personnel.
Could I have just a second? Seems to me like there was something on page 144 that I wanted to bring up. Y'all slipped up on me. And while I'm doing that, let me ask the manager a question. Were we not supposed to close the ordinance on jail, the capital on jail at this meeting? And if so, why not?
It's up to the board. We didn't put it back on. We did what you directed us to do at the last meeting. Everything has been closed out. All bills paid. There's nothing further action whatsoever on that.
But I thought we were going to get a summary of the ordinance and how much money has been spent and who got the money and all that kind of good stuff. That was what we,
She
one
has
things
that.
that we
She's
asked
got it.
for.
She's
You've got it?
Yeah.
All right, great. Thank you. No, I'm on the wrong page with 144. This is the, here we go.
What page was it?
Page 146.
146.
I'm on 146. This is this North Carolina Association of County Commissioners thing.
Right.
There's an item on there that I have a serious problem with. Go to page 146 and count down to the 3rd paragraph. Support remote sales tax collection.
Right.
Okay, why do we want to do this? This means you're going to be taxing all kinds of things across state lines that you don't have to do now. Why do you want to create another
Well, I think
tax?
it's brought on by the internet, there's so much stuff being bought and sold on the internet now that governments are losing sales tax collection. So that's the purpose of it.
Tough.
Yeah. Well,
Tough.
Yeah. Well, that's
just tough.
That's the reason behind
And
it.
at the end of the day, you're going to send money across state lines, and it's all going to balance out, and all we're going to do is make a lot of jobs for people running around auditing people and collecting taxes for nothing. I make a motion that the Beaufort County Commissioners do not support this part of this recommendation from the state, and that we send our message to the state.
Well, the legislative goals meeting will be in about 2 weeks, and we have a number of commissioners attending, and they can express it there. You'll be going, aren't you?
No, I don't think I'm on. I think Frankie's our voter on that, isn't he?
Yes.
Right, but you all will be able to interact and share that opinion if.
Okay.
Well, I make a motion that we direct our voting representative not to vote for this.
We have a motion. We have a second.
This one particular item. You realize you're increasing taxes.
Okay.
No second. Motion
Can I
dies.
say something while we're on the legislative goal? Some items that we need to talk about and discuss, and I don't know how Beaufort County feels about it, but I was at the last Board of Directors meeting, and I talked to you about the one that's coming up about Medicaid expansion. As it got as hard as contentious as some of our meetings, but that's going to be one of them that come up, Frankie, and Mr. Waters. That's going to be one of them that come up at the meeting. Another one is about that hemp crop.
Yep.
I've done some research on that. On the hemp, and it is the stuff that is synthetic marijuana.
Yeah.
And from the research that I got, you had to get enough of it. I mean, you couldn't smoke enough to get a high, and that's one of the things that you're gonna be faced with when you get there. It's gonna get contentious and tough. So I don't know how we, as Beaufort County, and I'm not gonna tell you how to vote, use our delegate, but those are one of the things that's gonna be very, very contentious. 2 of them I know of. It's Medicaid expansion, that hemp crop.
What did they do with the hemp?
They make curtains and ropes.
I know
and stuff.
it originally was grown for that
Yeah.
purpose. Does it have any THC content?
Well, I don't know. All I know I've done the research since I got back, and it's not the kind of marijuana that your rabbit can suck on.
Chairman Langer, would you read us into closed session, please?
I move we go into closed session under North Carolina General Statutes 143-318.11, subsection A3, to consult with an attorney employed or retained by the public body in order to the
But I'm here, you know.
attorney-client privilege between the attorney and the public body.
We have a motion to go into this closed session. We have a second. I'll second it. Everybody in favor of, raise your right hand. All opposed? 7-0. We're in closed session, Randy. Do I have a motion to come out of closed
So
session?
move.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Raise your right hand. We're out of closed session.
He voted for it.
Yeah, he won't hear, he voted for it.
Yeah, 7-0. In closed session, we will take no action.
We need, Mr. Chairman, now we need just for a brief closed session on a personnel matter.
Okay, you want to read that into closed session for us?
Let me get my specs here, so you're gonna see it. I move to go into closed session under General Statute 143-318, print 11, section A6, to consider the qualification, competence, performance, conditions of appointments of a public officer or employee of the prospective office or employee.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Everybody in favor of going in closed session, raise your right hand.
7-0.
7-0. Randall, would you state again what you would like to see done?
Yes, I would, at this point, the board needs to appoint Mr. Newsom as the new finance director, permanent finance director of Beaufort County, so he can do all the things as a part of his job that he's required to do.
What's the pleasure of the board?
So move.
Got a motion, second, any discussion? Everybody in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? 7-0. What's the other ones?
The other were two,
Motion to adjourn.
Also appoint Paula,
That's all it is.
appoint Paula.
as
did the
the
consensus.
deputy finance director, and Dolores Crispin as HR manager.
Could you separate them?
Yes, you can. You
Because
can.
God knows,
Yeah,
I don't understand after a while. Separate them.
yeah, okay.
You want to make that motion, Hood?
No, I don't want to make that motion.
I'll make the motion. Paul, Deputy Finance Officer,
Director, Finance Director.
Finance Director, Deputy Finance Director.
We have a motion, a second.
Second.
Have a second. Discussion. All in favor of, raise your right hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. All opposed? 5-2.
And the last one was to change
Ms. Chris?
Dolores Crispin to HR manager.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Discussion. All in favor, raise your right hand. 7-0. Do I entertain a motion to go home?
I'll make it.
Second. Adjourned.